Welcome back to Half the Battle. I'm your host, as always, Daniel Levi, and joining me now is undefeated UFC light heavyweight prospect Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill. Jamahal, welcome to Half the Battle.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Doing amazing, as much as I can be, man. I mean, I'm staying positive, but, man, we got to pass that on to other people that are down right now. These are very interesting times. Only the strong will survive. How are you dealing with these times, man?
I mean, I'm holding it together, man. I'm just doing what I can, just hanging out, chilling, putting in whatever work I can put in, trying to get some things in motion, just things that whatever I can do to take advantage of just the situation of what it is.
100%. So, man, you came up on that Michigan regional scene, and it's funny because I know a lot of the fighters from that scene, obviously Daquan Townsend, who you fought, and even guys in the lightweight division like Troy Lamson, Kenny Cross, both those guys actually fought one of my boys, Robert Hale. So, growing up in Michigan, it's interesting because it's known for their wrestling, but you're a striker. So, tell me about your martial arts background.
Man, I'm a full, all well-rounded martial artist. I'm not just a striker. I'm everything. My striking is world class. It's like everything is world class that I do. I got world class trainers and coaches that pour their time and energy into me to help make me successful and help give me the tools that I need to get to accomplish all the dreams and all the goals that I want to accomplish in the sport.
So you're still really young in your career, man, only 7-0, and that fight you had against Daquan Townsend on the regional scene. So it's interesting because that's the first time I heard about you, and it was because he was making his UFC debut. So I went back to watch the tape on him. I saw that 5-round fight y'all had. I was like, oh, this kid, Jamahal Hill, is definitely going to be in the UFC one day. Now you are, but the reason I'm bringing that fight up is because how important was it for you to go 5 hard rounds and overcome adversity versus such an experienced fighter that early on in your career?
It was huge. The things that I learned in the fight against Daquan, shout out to Daquan. That's my bro. He's like a brother to me. We kick it anytime we together. We hang out. We link up whenever we can and stuff like that. But yeah, it was important. I learned a lot in that fight. A lot of experience. Tough dude. Super talented. But I went in just on a mission just to implement my game, just perfecting my craft and just steady working on my craft to get better and get better. And what I won or lost at that fight, I accomplished that. No matter what the outcome was in that fight, but yeah, I definitely appreciate that fight.
So after the fight with Daquan, you got the Contender Series call, and, man, the liver kicks from the Southpaw stance were absolutely brutal. Would you say that left kick and that left straight are your go-tos?
Nah, they're open a lot. I mean, I throw whatever's open. If you give me the opening, I'm gonna take it. If that's what's there and that's what's open, and that's what I'm gonna take.
So you timed that fight perfectly. I mean, when it was time to turn up, you turned up. And at some point, he even started to act like body shots were low blows. At what moment did you feel like your opponent started to break?
Whenever in the second round, whenever we clinched up and I hit him with those body shots in the clinch, he kind of gave like a little like a grunt and let me know like, all right, he's starting to give a little bit, And then whenever I hit him with that knee hit him like right in the body, like right in the soft spot where you don't want it to go, like just above the belt line. I knew that hurt him whenever he was like, oh, he tried to fake like I hit him in the nuts, and I was like, oh, okay, go, just keep pressing him.
White's reaction, it was kind of funny because at first he was pulling the string a little bit, acting like he wasn't interested, and then he said he wanted you. So while he was giving that speech, were you at all like, shit, is he gonna sign me? Like, were you confident? What was the feeling like in that moment?
Like that, whenever he first started talking, hell yeah, that was the first thing went through my mind. Like, oh shit, he's like, he needs more experience. He's really great. He's really young. I'm like, how you get that from the first round? You know what I mean? I was coming out. It's a fill out process. I mean, I guess you just want people to just go out. You know what I mean? Come out hot and heavy in the first round. That ain't my thing. You know what I mean? I like to understand what I'm in there, what I'm doing while I'm in there. So, yeah, I get comfortable and I get going.
So, talk to me about being in the UFC so early on in your career, man. Because, like I said, you're only 7-0. A lot of these guys get more experience, but obviously Dana felt like you showed the goods to be in there now. But for someone who's had less than 10 pro fights, I assume you're going to be making huge leaps every single fight. So, tell me about being in the UFC this early.
I mean, to me, it's not early because I know my journey and I know what it took to get here. Like people say, like 7 pro fight. I fought amateur. I've been fighting since 2010. You know what I'm saying? So those years before I went pro, I fought amateur. I fought the best amateurs around here. You know what I mean? A lot of times Michigan was underground. You know, for a long time we didn't have like really a commission here. It was wild here. You know, you liable to show up and fight a dude who ain't even stepped on the scale. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was. I just came and I banged. I was always good. And I was always dominated. You know, I just tried to transition that into the UFC, into the pro level. And as far as experience goes, I'm gonna be honest, we actually going by time put in the gym and time spent working on our craft. I'm more experienced than a lot of dudes in the UFC. They just don't know it.
So, tell me a little bit about this Michigan regional scene, man, because I feel like it's booming. Obviously, lights out. They're doing good things. The guys I mentioned, Kenny Cross, Troy Lamson. You feel like there's a lot of bright up-and-comers in Michigan?
My God, Kenny Cross is my guy. That's my dude.
Yeah, you just beat my boy Robert Hale.
Yeah, man. You know, it happens, but it's part of the business. You know, Kenny been grinding. Though he been working. He's starting to put it together. He's starting to put it together nicely, real nice. Starting to form into the beast that, you know what I mean, everybody expected him to be. You know, obviously we all can keep growing. We can all keep evolving. So I'm hoping that he keeps doing that. You know, but yeah, bro, the regional scene here, like I said, it wasn't really a commission here, so there wasn't really like no regulations or anything. It was just dudes just meeting up and banging. You know what I'm saying? That was basically like what it was. So now that we actually starting to get the guidelines and the way and the structure and everything, and it's starting to come together, and we starting to produce more. You're gonna see a lot of Michigan cats coming out of here just taking over. You know what I'm saying? We hungry, man. We've been banging. We've been doing this for a long time, man. We want our due. We want our respect. We want our money.
So you feel like a lot of people are going to sleep on you because of this experience thing we've been talking about? Like, according to you, man, you've been training for way longer than everyone knows, but they only see that 7-0 on paper.
Yeah, they already are. You know what I mean? They see what one amateur fight. They already are. I mean, I've had almost like what 20 fights. Like I'm not, but I let people sleep. They can sleep. Whoever want to sleep on me, they can sleep on them until the doctor wake them up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's how I look at it. It's all right. The doc, somebody will be there to wake you up. I mean, or if you're unfortunate, Jesus will wake you up. You know.
So, man, that UFC debut, you took on Darko Stosic, and obviously he had already had a few fights in the octagon prior to that. What did it feel like stepping your feet inside that UFC's octagon for the first time?
I was just happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that's really what I just felt happy. I mean, I'm finally here. It was just the fact I'm finally here. All the moments and me sitting at home watching, playing it in my head, just passion, just burning, just that in my gut. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be there one day. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that, it just all came into that moment, and it was time to put in work and have fun. And I did. I had fun.
One thing that really stuck out to me in that fight, like, because I've known about your striking for a while, that's the first thing I brought up. But the thing that really stuck out to me was your get-up game, man. I mean, the dude could not hold you down. When he took you down, you pop right back up. So, I mean, what kind of wrestlers are you working with over there in Michigan?
Oh, we got some. I got my guys, man. I got solid ground guys that I work with. I'm a jujitsu practitioner. I started training in jujitsu before I even got with my striking coach. You know what I mean? Jujitsu was my bread. I've been in 10 years into it. You know, people just want to overlook that fact. You know, I understand what I'm doing on the ground. I understand where I am everywhere in a fight. You know, so I'm not really surprised. It's hard to surprise me. The main thing where people get lost in fights, they get shocked, they get surprised, they get frustrated. They don't know how to think. That's not a problem for me. My bad. I just realized I didn't answer your question, but to answer your question, But yeah, I work with some wrestlers. I got wrestlers that I work with. I work, Big Dog Brett Martin. That's my bro. He comes in. I get work in with him. We got some wrestlers from that just practice jujitsu that wrestled back in college and high school. I got some solid guys.
What belt in jiu-jitsu are you?
What belt am I in jujitsu? I'm a blue belt.
Nice, me too. I
10 year,
miss it
10
so
year
much though, bro. I miss it, man. It sucks not being able to train every day.
The thing is, like I'm a blue belt, but you gotta think I got my blue belt after what 6 months. After 6 months of training, I just never tested to get another belt. I just been training because to me, honestly, belts and rankings don't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I go in, I put the work in. The main thing for me is understanding. The knowledge of it is the main thing for me. I don't need a belt to show to you know what I mean.
So
But
you,
I'm a rank up eventually, whenever I
yeah.
feel like it or whatever. But it's not a huge thing.
I mean, so you've been mostly training no-gi then?
I've trained both.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. Respect, yeah. Love the gi, man. I hope that shit gets back to normal so we can get back to training, you know? So, man, one thing that people criticized you for, and I got to bring it up. I want your opinion on this. So, obviously, look, you're a very tall man, 6'4", got the 79-inch reach, southpaw striker, but a lot of people were saying he's got a bit of that tall man's defense. Now, what's your opinion on that? You know, exiting exchanges, maybe the chin's up in the air a little bit. Tell me your take on this.
Yeah, people say my chin's in the air. My chin's in the air. I've had what? Like I said, I've had 20 fights. Why has nobody touched? Why has nobody touched? I'm not running from them. It's not like I'm not right there in the pocket with them. You know what I'm saying? Why has nobody touched?
So you've heard that too.
There's certain things about how I fight and my defense and like how the system that my striking system and my coaches that we implemented in our game and the way we understand the philosophies that people don't understand. Like a lot of people like, oh, Stokes keeps hitting him. Stokes, go back and really watch that. Slow it down and look at where those punches landed. Those punches weren't landing. They're not landing.
I mean, I thought you clearly won the fight, and I'm not just saying that. I thought you picked the guy apart, but some people were, you know, I think people get emotional when they pick one side, and you know, it plays out a different way, and this and that. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, everybody thinks he's gonna get knocked out at the high level. All right, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing about me, I evolve. Like I'm never in a situation where it's going. I don't think I'm not gonna be in a situation where it's too much. You know, because bro, I prepare. I prep, and I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? To where I can be ready anywhere. So as the level goes up, you'll see where my level really is, and it's a lot higher than people think it is.
So, are you someone that studies your division? Like, if so, like, are there some fights that you want down the line, like, or do you just focus on yourself?
Only fight I've been focused on in years is John Jones. You know what I'm saying? He been cleaning house with everybody. If I'm focused on him, if I'm ready for him, who could be ready for me? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great mindset. I mean, what do you think you could present to the great John Jones? The guy's 28-0.
Yeah, I can present something that he's never seen. He's never fought anybody like me. My mind, it's hard for me to explain. Like it's hard for me to explain what it is that really makes me good or the things that I'm really able to do because I don't really understand it myself. You know, it's just things that I'm just able to do. You know, it's a different animal. It's a different animal. Plus, I don't think anybody in the 205 division in the world has the hand speed to keep up with me. Has my hands. Period. Endurance. And my weight class, nobody can keep up with that.
So I heard in your post-fight speech with Laura Sanko, you mentioned you got 6 kids. My boys staying busy, so I mean, do any of them know what their dad does?
Yeah, they all know. I'm active in all my kids' life. They know.
Hell yeah, man. Any of them playing sports already? Or are they still young, or what's the deal?
My daughter, she played basketball. I was just at her basketball season just ended. You know, she's into that. I'm gonna get to working with her. You know, that's something she want to be into. So rock with that. My oldest son, he plays baseball. He's really into baseball. So that's his thing, work with him.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
I don't force. I'm not gonna force nothing on. This is whatever they want to do, or they want to do. That's what we gonna do. We gonna figure out everything about it. I'm gonna know everything about it at that point.
So a couple fan questions we got for you. So is there anyone that you modeled your fighting style after?
Yeah, yeah. We all a product of the greats that came before us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I took a little from everybody, from all the greats. For me, if somebody's like, "Oh, I just want to be like this person," or like, all right, if this person had a whole career like that, I mean, people got a whole career of game take the trip to study how it was originally done, or how you trying to copy to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you take from everywhere. You take a little bit from everywhere. Like I learned a lot from Anderson Silva. I learned a lot from John Jones. You know what I'm saying? I've learned a lot from different areas of martial arts. Floyd, Lomachenko, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Even Wilder. You know what I mean? Like certain just little things, even little tricks. It's like I look at it like it's almost like a playbook. You know what I mean? You just stack your playbook.
Another question the fans had for you is, who is your favorite rapper, and has anyone told you that you resembled Juice?
Who's Juice?
Juice World?
I'm honest. I didn't even know who he was until he passed away. Bunch of different people, and it's always random.
That's funny as hell.
I told him like Ovid St. Peru.
Oh, really? You got that one, huh?
That was weird to me, you know what I'm saying? But hey, okay.
That'd actually be an interesting matchup. Is that a fight you'd like down the line?
Bro, I like any fight that's gonna get me paid, bro. It don't matter. I'm telling you, I'm here for everybody. I'm here for whoever want it.
Say less, man. So another
That's what
thing.
I'm trying to do, bro. They keep asking. I'm saying as less as possible. I'm saying as little as possible, bro. I got you.
So
I talk with Dean.
yeah, hey, I respect it. So look, one of the fans, he said he didn't have a question, but he just wanted to give you a shout out for cashing him a nice bet against Darko Stosic. So, this is a betting show, so I'm just going to give you a thank you on behalf of him. Maybe he'll send you a little tip as a result, you know what I'm saying? But, so, man.
Okay. Smart with your money. Way to be smart. Good investments. Good investments make money.
Real talk. So, Warzone. I mean, we got to bring this up, man. I know you've been on that Xbox. I know Warzone came out free. You've been enjoying yourself up.
To fucking download. That shit took days to download. It just downloaded it. I don't think I played it yet.
Oh, damn, you haven't played it yet, man. We're going to have to break that in. It's serious.
I mean, yeah.
What games you on these days?
Shit. Right now, I'm actually like, that's why I forgot, bro. That's why I've been like scrambling all day. I'm actually throwing together this online Madden league. I got like about like 20 people right now. I'm trying to fill up a whole league so we can do that online while everybody quarantined. We're not doing nothing about this Madden league. And
who's your team? The Lions?
the Lions is my team. Don't get me wrong. The Lions is my squad, but they hold us on the rankings though. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go with the Rams.
That's funny as hell. That's the reason I still have Madden 18 because my Falcons are rated like 92 there. I still haven't upgraded, Got to keep it that way.
Gotta live in the moment. Gotta live in the moment.
I know we still got Sanu and Hooper on the roster there, so I'm keeping it that way. I'm not getting 2020 yet until my team, ranks up a little. What's up?
They got some recovery to do. Well, y'all just got Gurley.
Yeah, we did. We got Gurley, but we got rid of Devontae Freeman. We got rid of Sanu. Like, bro, we're fucking up. But Gurley's awesome.
Bro, hold on. All right, now let's be real. Devontae Freeman played like 6 games this season.
True.
My mans don't stay healthy. I mean, y'all basically traded in for a bigger him. Hopefully, Gurley can stay healthy. I like Gurley. You know what I'm saying? But Sanu, y'all got him, halfway through the season? And man, it's time to see the next generation of weapons and stuff.
Now you're right. I mean, I think I'm stuck in the past, man, because I remember those runs he used to have, and it kind of reminded me like back in the day, Jamal Anderson, like the original Dirty Bird, the kind of runs that dude would have. So then seeing Devontae, I thought like that was the next version, and Man, it's just
Remember him? He had the same name as me. I was a kid. He had the same name. I'm like, oh, his name's Jamal. My name's Jamal too.
yeah. Hell yeah, man. So last but not least, this is my last question for you. So obviously, like I started off the show, we're all in this quarantine together, man. Unprecedented times. We've never been through anything like this before. What kind of recommendations would you give the fans at home, that are looking for something to do, looking for answers?
Best thing you can do right now, man, just stay away from people, man. Stay safe. Stay in your home. Find things to do at home. Like me, I'm starting video games, chatting with people online, you know what I mean? Start a podcast, whatever you got to do to just kill time while you know what I mean, we weather the storm through everything that's going on. Everybody got to do their part. It don't stop without everybody doing their part to make it stop. You can point the fingers, we can figure out what happened, what went wrong later and all of that, but for right now we just we need to head off this enemy first. You know what I mean, together.
Well
It's
said,
the
man.
biggest thing.
Well, Jamal, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me right here, right now on Half the Battle. It's been a pleasure. Hope to have you back soon. The fans can follow you at Jamal H on Twitter. And any message for them before we let you go?
Follow me on Instagram, sweet_dreams_J Hill on Instagram. Yeah, I got a lot of things I'm gonna work on, try to do my part, share my personality, get that out there on camera, some content out there, keep people entertained, whatever I can to try to keep people entertained, man.
Well, Jamal, I sincerely appreciate the time, and I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Oh yeah, you too, brother. You have a great day. Stay safe.